Welcome to Creative Pages with Catherine. I'm Catherine, and we are going to continue working on our sketches for the Creative Memories Worldwide Virtual Crop. And we are on sketch number 3. And this time I'm going to be working with the Totally Tonal Island Waters products. And we're going to do a little bit more of a monochromatic layout this time because this is one of the ones that you all voted for on my community tab on YouTube. So every month before the virtual crops, I put up a poll, usually on that Monday, and let my viewers and watchers choose which products collections they want to see me work with during the virtual crop. And I try to accommodate it as much as possible. So let's go ahead and get into layout number 3. Here we go. Let me get myself scooted over to the desk area. Here is the sketch for challenge number 3. Whoops, I will hold it closer to the camera and hopefully I can get it straight on the camera for y'all. Goodness. You would think it was first thing in the morning here, which it kind of is. I was up a little bit earlier than I thought I would be this morning. But I'm glad to be able to get on and live stream and get these knocked out because we have some guests coming today. So I will be doing sketch 3 and 4 this morning, and then it'll probably be Sunday night again before y'all see me to do the next set of sketches. So here we go. What I've done for these waves, you could get out your decorative trimmer and that would be beautiful. But I decided, since punches were one of the things that was voted on, to pull out my River Waves punch here and use that for this really nice flowy movement across the page. So this is one of our border punches. And when you use one of our border punches, it has these black lines. And what you do is you line up your paper on either side, either direction. First, you have to unlock the punch. It is early. This is what I get for live streaming. That's okay. Hey, if I didn't have, if I wasn't human, then it wouldn't be real, right? So here we go. So you see the black line here and the black line here. So coming from this direction, you're going to line up your paper with that black line. You make sure it's set against the back end of the punch, and then you just punch. And if you're going to go the opposite direction, you do the same thing. You line it up with the black line on the opposite side, and you punch going from the opposite direction. Once you punch, you match up the picture, and it's super nice because we have this little notch. So that's how far you go, is you watch the notch that comes out to the side, and as you're punching, you know exactly where you need to match it up with the picture. So y'all are getting quick 101s on some of the punches as I'm going through some of these this month. I am using Island Waters. Goodness, all of a sudden I have a bunch of cords in my way. What did I do to myself? Here we go. So I have a sheet of Island Water cardstock. I was going to do a double and I only did a single. So we're just going to do one of these. You can easily make this a double layout. And I was going to do that. And apparently last night I got tired and didn't remember. So it's okay. Island Waters cardstock. And then I pulled out these 2 star pages from the Totally Tonal paper pack for this collection. So one has these little white dots on the back, and one has this ombre effect on the back. And when I went to do my punches, one of the punches I did, most of them I used this paper for. I just thought it had a nice kind of almost flowy effect going across the page, and that would be really nice with our punch, but I didn't necessarily like the lines. So good morning, Jane. Thank you so much for joining me. So we're going to go ahead, and this one is going across the top. And then with the ombre, I did one that was darker just to add some extra contrast to our page. And let me flip all these over so I know which end I need to get my repositionable tape onto here. And you can tell I was tired when I was punching it. I kind of am off a little bit in places, but you know what? It's okay. Like I said, it's human. If you make a small mistake, don't worry about it. People are going to be focused on your pictures, not on whether your punch was lined up 100% across the entire border. I mean, I have a couple that are really nice, but you know, nobody else knows. It's kind of like when my mom does quilting and she can look at a quilt and see which stitches are the super tight and beautiful stitches and which ones aren't. And I look at it and I go, oh, that's a nice color pattern and beautiful effect. So a lot of it, just think people looking at your albums probably aren't going to be scrapbookers. They're going to be your family members just enjoying the memories and enjoying the photos. So don't overthink it. I know a lot of us do that. I think at one point I even saw a meme about Overthinkers Anonymous or something. You just never know. So here we go. I'm just going to layer these kind of on top of each other here. Well, not kind of. I am going to layer them on top of each other. And here's this third one coming down. Okay. And the reason I didn't overlap them was because I am actually kind of following the sketch. Most of you that have watched a lot of my virtual crop things know I try to give you ideas that are a little bit off from what is actually on the sketch. So this is why I put all of my markings on the sides and I hold it up close so that way you can get a screenshot of what I've done, but I also explain it as I go. This one called for 3x4 photos here, and I am doing 4x4 mats with the darker stars, 4 of them on each side, and then I did a larger 6x6 mat through the middle, and I kind of wanted to center this a bit, which means I'm going to need to get out my zero centering ruler because this is one I can't really eyeball super well. So we're just going to do this. And actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to run this across the top here. And if you were working on your 13 by 13 cutting mat for your custom cutting system, you might be able to do this as well. But this is just a little bit easier having my zero centering ruler on here. I know I need to get between the 3s. And coming down, I need to get to the 3 here. Because it is is that right? Yep, because it's a 6x6 mat. We want to be exactly in the center of the paper. So let's flip it over. I should have put some tape on it first, but that's okay. I think we all tend to do that, don't we? Am I the only one that does that? Yeah, no, it's okay. So here we go, 3x3, and then I already have my ruler set up at the 3 here. So I know where I'm lining up with. There we go. So we have our 6x6 square centered in the middle. And then our 4x4 mats, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of tape to these as well. Oops. And I am going to add Jane's comment real quick because she has a fun correction. You can always cluster where you make boo-boos, which is true. You can grab your stickers, you can grab your other items and just layer your papers, layer your stickers, layer your embellishments. Anything you want. I'm going to go about a 1/2 inch from the left side of the page, and you can, easily cover up those boo-boos, and then nobody really would know looking at them. We've got about a 1/2 inch in the center here and a 1/2 inch from the edge of the paper, and I'm going in about 1.5 inches over our other because, of course, we have just a little bit of overlap here. Okay, another 1/2 inch or so here. And again, I do eyeball things. A lot of times I will grab out the ruler just to let you all know what exactly it is. Maybe it's a 1/4 inch. Hang on, I will measure it. Give me just a second to get these lined up. And there we go. This is why I keep the ruler close. It's about, what does it say? 3/8. Look at that. So it's between the 1/4 and the 1/2 there, and this one is a 1/4. So 1/4 inch from the edge, and I put about 3/8 in between because I wanted it. I mean, it's a little bit over on this side, but that's okay. It's probably because I did this one a little bit not exactly straight, but that's okay. So let's add some stickers because this collection doesn't have embellishments. But I picked out this Be Bold, and yes, Jane, I am going to hide my little mistake I made with my punch here. You can see where it's just a little bit off. And I'm going to cover that with my Be Bold sticker. Because, yeah, that's what you definitely want to do. I'm also going to do a little sticker cluster at the top. I liked this banner, but I wanted to bring in the stars. So we have these really fun star stickers, and I thought I would add a couple of those from our, you can see where I just cut them out, our Island Water coordinating sticker pack. And you can use more than one color. I just wanted to do something monochromatic this time because, again, we had a lot of votes for that, and sometimes it's nice just to kind of have a single color for your pictures to pop out from. I'm going to grab a foam square for this star here, coming into the center of here. So adding to our stars, I'm going to pop this one up to our Be Bold. And covering up the one spot that bothered me the most. And kind of coming down here, I kind of want this right around here because then it's adding in just that little bit of extra color as well. We're repeating our patterns and highlighting what colors are on the page a little bit more because we have this gradient of colors in the stickers. And instead of going for the lighter gradient, I went with the darker because I did pull in these darker pages. So that's where we are. Let me see if I can get this to cooperate with me here. And there we go. Sketch number 3 is done. Quick and easy when you use your punch to create that. It does take a few minutes to punch quite so many borders because you do need to pay attention and maybe not do it late at night like I did. Here is our sketch again. And thank you, Jane, for the compliment. I appreciate you joining me all the way from Maine this morning. I am out in Washington State now. Just still have a few more boxes to unpack. Don't we all always, it seems like, but happy to be live streaming again with you all. So I will be on again shortly with sketch number 4. Keep a lookout for the thumbnail. I will get it scheduled here soon. Until next time.